It's just unbelievable. He came from the Canadian Junior Football League, which most people probably have never heard of, and has one of the best CFL careers in the history of Canadian football. It's unheard of.
The CFL's leading rusher for the past 3 years, Andrew Harris.
Andrew did it his own way. Anybody who played with him knows that that is the case.
Welcome back. So, our next guest is a four-time Grey Cup champ, MVP, and All-Star, and leaves a playing legacy that is sure to be recognized by the Canadian Hall of Fame.
In the new documentary, Running Back Relentless, we get a sneak peek at the person behind the football player. To tell us more is iconic Winnipeg Blue Bomber, Andrew Harris. Welcome to the show.
Congratulations again on the documentary, Andrew. All right, so you had a camera crew follow you around for 18 months in your final season in the CFL. You played for the Toronto Argonauts. Let's go, Argos! So what was it that you were hoping to get across through this story?
Well, yeah, having a film crew follow you for 18 months was definitely hectic, and the whole point of this was, when we first started, it kind of shifted. A lot of documentaries are very uplifting and talking about the successes, but as we kind of went through the behind-the-scenes things and we started to, peel back the mask and realize that there was deeper issues that I kind of went through, and the ups and downs that fueled my fire, but it was based off of trauma and pain from my past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that you actually went to a really dark place in your life and even at times had suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
How did you navigate that period of your life?
Well, I mean, growing up, I had a lot of isolation. I didn't really have a father figure. My mom and I had a really tumultuous relationship, so I was really fighting this from a young age. And when you go through adversity and you're trying to stay on top of your game on the field, and athletes go through this a lot, and they don't want to talk about this vulnerability, this weakness. You put a mask on and you just try to be tough through these issues. But I was fighting for so long, and I just hit a breaking point where I was like, oh my God. I just wanted to be dark. I wanted to be isolated again after being on top of the world, from just winning a Grey Cup MVP, all these things. But the underlying issues kind of crept up, and that breaking point was scary.
Speaking of issues, you faced cheating accusations when you tested positive for performance-enhancing substances. Talk to us about that time and how that impacted you.
Well, I worked so hard to get to where I was at. As you heard, I was from the Canadian Junior Football League. There's not many players that went through that. And I was always having to prove myself. And again, that season, I was on top of the world again. And I get dinged with this accusation. And, I'm kind of just faced with having to prove myself again. That's really what started this downward spiral for me because, I couldn't look anyone in the eye. I just felt like, I lost my respect from my peers, media, fan base, and it was tough because I did not do this. And you go through the process of appeal. You try to figure out all the sources that this could have came from. But ultimately, it just emotionally it was the breaking point for me as well.
The turning point was winning the Grey Cup for your hometown, Winnipeg. Why don't we take a look at that moment?
For the first time ever, the outstanding Canadian in the Grey Cup is also the outstanding player, Andrew Harris.
Beautiful. What was that like?
Amazing. I mean, Winnipeg at that point was 29 years without a Grey Cup. Hometown, when I first got to Winnipeg in 2016, I think they were like 3 and 15 or something like that. So it was an ongoing process to build the team, from the basement of the CFL to the top. And again, that was one of the best moments of my life and something I'll never forget. For sure.
We just have a minute left, but I want to ask you, you have a teenage daughter, a toddler, and another baby on the way.
Yes.
So talk about how becoming a father has changed you.
Well, I mean, again, I didn't have a father figure growing up, and giving my family everything that I never had is the utmost importance. I mean, they mean everything to me, and the greatest gift I've ever had in my life is being a father, absolutely. So, they're a blessing. They shine my light, and everything I do for it is for them.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. Are there any other men that look like you in Winnipeg? Because I'm. Thank you for sharing your story. Running Back Relentless is streaming now. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.